As you start to become an intuitive and as you start to really activate your intuitive powers, you will notice a lot of change happening in your life very quickly. Now, this will stem in the form of anything from relationships falling apart, but really they're just rearranging themselves in a way that's best for you. New opportunities, new, more fruitful relationships, a lot more money, a lot faster, a lot bigger opportunities, a lot faster. Your confidence will increase, your self esteem, your self worth will increase. The way you sit, your body language, the way you dress, you appear and carry yourself and move yourself through the world will change drastically. And the people around you, you'll know it's working when the people around you start to tell you that you've changed. That is a signature line. You've changed. And they may not say it verbally and explicitly, but you'll see it in their faces that they don't really recognize you anymore, or they don't really know how to interact with you in the same way they did anymore. They'll start to hold things back. They won't say certain things around you, and that's a good thing. Now, your intuition, what it really is, let's say from a spiritual and almost supernatural standpoint, is your future self or the highest version of yourself guiding you on the shortest, most efficient path to your desired reality. It's you. It is you, just on a different plane, looking at you from a bird's eye view. And your intuition, from a scientific standpoint, is the gut feeling you get. Your logical mind is located up here. It contains dialogue. You are talking to yourself. You're trying to rationalize things, and contains worry for the future and doubt and anxiety from the past and frustration and all these things that stem outside of the present moment. That's your logical mind. Your intuition mind, located in the gut, has no speech. There is no dialogue. You feel your way through things and you just know things, right? You just know to call someone, you know to speak to someone, you know to take certain actions. It's like the way I always use, the way your mother cleans on a Sunday morning and she just knows how to rearrange things. That's your intuition. Your intuition isn't always stemmed from massive preparation. You have a part of you that just knows things. That is your highest self looking at you from a different dimensional plane, from a bird's eye view, guiding you through the gut on how to move into your desired reality, right? How to activate the intuition. There's a lot of different ways to do this, right? Deep meditation, hypnosis, a lot of these things, but the best way to do that is through deep mind programming. And deep mind programming is something that I've coined, that I've used on myself, right? To transform my life incredibly quickly. And what it is a combination of different tools, right? Which I'll get into in a second and in further detail in future videos, that bring us back to our intuitive selves. Because everybody was born as an intuitive with incredible sensations, incredibly strong signals from our intuition on what to do. But we were conditioned to stop doing these things by our external circumstances, by society, by our parents. You've probably heard this before, right? And so deep mind programming is about stripping all these things away so that you can get into your core intuitive being, which is essentially your highest and most powerful version of yourself. And this is when you start to display supreme confidence. You start to, again, move through the world in a way that you are incredibly magnetic. And that's what happens when you become an intuitive, right? And so if you want to know how to do that, and that by the way, is when it starts to feel like you're manifesting things with no effort, well, you are putting in work, but it doesn't feel like this frictional grind, this effort that's met with resistance in the traditional sense, where you got to do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5. Doesn't work like that. Your intuition, as an intuitive, you know the shortest path to take. That's why magical things tend to happen to intuitives. It's not magic. It's they make the one phone call, or they take the one decisive action that brings them that much closer to the goal, instead of taking the long way around. Right? It's the intuition that tells you need to start creating content, right? It's the intuition that tells you need to start a business in this field, or you need to stop talking to this person, and you don't need a reason. There's no dialogue. It's the intuition, because the intuition is always right. And so my job on here is to help you unleash your intuitive powers, to manifest more money, to manifest supreme confidence, and to become unstoppable. If you want to know how to do that, follow my free content, follow for more. Let me know your questions in the comments.